Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, your presenter, Adonis Linus, on the program Love and Hate Talk Show. So, the topic of today is love. Before I continue, I want you to click that like and subscribe button below. Okay, before I say something else too, let's hear what my friends used to say about love.
Love is a strong feeling you feel for someone in opposite sex.
Okay, is that what you said?
Yeah, I believe love is a deep, tender feelings.
Love is an affection one feels for somebody.
Love is a mutual feeling between two people, or a great passion one has for someone.
I am a tender age kid. I have never had a love.
What do you think love is?
I don't know.
Now, others used to say, love is a temporary illness, that love is sacrifice, that love is misery, that love is a game, that is lost business, and more. But what I have to say, love is much more than that. Yeah, it's good we speak love. I always tell people it's good to tell people you love them. But I draw my reference from the Bible on a particular verse, John 3:16, which talks about God sacrificing his only begotten son. Now I know in other verses it talks about sharing, it talks about caring, it talks about patience, that all these are love. Yeah, I agree with that. But truly, I tell you, all this can't happen if there is no sacrifice. You have to sacrifice to be faithful. You have to sacrifice to share. You have to sacrifice to be patient. And all of that. With more tips, I tell you, in one basket, love is sacrifice. And it comes with feelings. If you don't feel for someone or something, you can never sacrifice. If you love your job, you actually sacrifice. God didn't need to just sacrifice Jesus, He didn't need to do that. But for the sake of love and feelings, He had to do that. So if you have not been sacrificing, you have not had feelings, you are not a loving person, then you never loved. It is about time we turn up and start sacrificing for things we desire. They say where a man's heart is, that's where his money goes. Yeah, I agree. If you love your job, you will spend time on that job. If you love someone, you will spend time and resources on that person. That is sacrifice. That is love. So if you have been looking for a definition, this I give it to you in one basket. Love is patience. Love is sharing. Love is caring. But most of all, love is the feeling and sacrifice. You don't have to go so deep looking for something, you already have it here. You just have to sacrifice too for the right reason. Some people sacrifice the wrong way, they sacrifice their family members, they sacrifice other things to get something done. Sometimes what they want to get from what they are sacrificing for, will be selfish. Oh, it's selfish. But what I gotta tell you, love is sacrifice. And sacrifice is what you have to bring to the table to make the relationship pull through. Now, people always say relationship costs a lot. Yeah. I think we have to see that from God sacrificing his only begotten son. That was huge. But he had to do that. He didn't need to do that. So, somebody usually asks me that, what do you say about these countries that fight wars? This country that there's a lot of dishonesty, there's tribalization, meaning the list is high, but I cannot list it all. But I tell them, show me a country with peace, show me a country with love, then I will show you a country that is progressing. A country that is bringing fruit, that is that everybody is humble. Though it's difficult to get that, though it's difficult to Jesus come, but that's the kind of country we're going to have. Somebody ever told me that, Adonis Linus, if everybody sweep in front of their doors, the whole world will be clean. Why is that? Because love starts from the heart. It grows from the heart, extends to the family, and goes to the neighbors, and that's how it exposes. But people often play what we call selfish love, and that's that. Another thing though, most people talk love, just like I'm talking now, than acting love. Yeah, it's good to tell somebody you love them. I always tell parents, it's good to tell your children you love them, because if you don't tell them, other guys will just move around and tell them, and they will be deceived. Why would that happen? Because you, the family, you never told your children you love them, so when they hear it from somewhere else, it brings problem. But it is great. They say actions speak louder than words. So if you tell your children you love them and you act on it, it's going to have a lot of impact in this whole world, because they will practice from there, and that's how it will generate. Alright, another point. Love is a good thing. When should we start loving? You need to start loving since when you were born, as long as you reason. And who should you love? Love everybody. Oftenly we love only those who love us. It does not have a lot of impact if we love only those who love us. We have to love others that hate us, because it comes with appreciation. God will give us something that is great. Oftenly, people don't always like to love again, just because the same people they are loving cannot love them back. That's not how it's supposed to be. Love another person. If they don't love you, another one will love you. I'm pretty sure not everybody that loves you, you love them back. I'm very sure about that. Sometimes life is complicated, because we often find ourselves at the wrong places with the wrong people, and that makes us to die down the love we have. It makes the little love we have goes away, and that makes us discouraged. When should we stop loving? You should stop loving when you're dead. So, dear ladies, I want to answer one question only. People always say, this guy does not love, this relationship is not working, that guy needs only sex from me, he does not have love. Okay, what have you been bringing to the table? Have you been caring? Have you been working out? Because that's what happens. People take what you bring it. Sometimes not everybody listens the way you listen. They don't see things the way you see. So you have to improvise. Don't say, into this relationship, he's the only one to do this. No, you have to improvise. There's this thinking in Africa that ladies always say, no, this is what the guy is supposed to do, he's supposed to do. You're also supposed to do that, as long as you have the resources. You can help another. So it has to be two-way street. Love has to be two-way street for everything to work well. But if it goes one way, everything one way along the line is going to fall out, and that's not what we are expecting. People stop loving because they have been hurt in one way or the other. Others stop loving because they don't want to sacrifice. Some stop loving because they are self-centered. They don't want to give up what is needed. And one thing, if you have been hurt before, know that not everybody in the whole wide world would like to hurt you. You just need time to find the right person at the right place. Be patient. Another part of love is patience. You have to put in patience. Now, why should you love? You should love because God in heaven loves you. That's your Father. You should also love because it brings good things to the society. When you love, it brings peace, it brings unity, it brings growth. And if you want that, you should be loving. Love because many people depend on it. Because lives depend on it. Love because it's a good thing to do. And most of all, love for the great of good. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, friends and families. Before I sign out, I will remind you, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, Adonis Linus, please do so, so that when you upload something that is nice, you're going to see it. Even this one, you don't think it is so good, we're working on more other tips. So you can always subscribe once. When you subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't take your time. It's just 2 seconds. You just click. You also click like. That will give us the courage, and sharing too will enable us to go far, and we'll gather a lot of tips to do your love and hate education. Yes, I'm gonna hold you tight, and I never let you down.